a lot of the time people are asking me, is it a good time to start the JP version? Obviously, yes, it is, because practically almost any game aside Black Clover Mobile, the anniversary is usually the best time to start because they always give you the most amount of rewards and, things to help you get started, all that good stuff. So yes, right now is the best time to start. So we do have anniversary limited characters. So if this is your first time actually checking out the JP version, we have characters like, for example, for part one, we did get this original character Yuji. So this is the one from the actual original story. He's very powerful and has a brand new mechanic where he's able to essentially, once he's in his ult, it activates the zone, which allows him to use double actions, right? So he's able to use two skills in one singular turn for 2 turns. Now, we also had gotten a Gojo, which, everybody loves Gojo, but this Gojo is actually very amazing, being like a support character. He also does very good damage as well, but he has a bunch of debuffs in his kit, which help for like a lot of different situations and scenarios. And in my opinion, I feel like he's a very flexible character that you can use in a lot of teams just by how they made his kit. He's very amazing character. I really like him. I think he's really well made. Compared to the other Gojos, you'll probably use this Gojo more than them just because the other Gojos are mainly there for DPS needs, and he can be there for like almost any need, right? Now, when it comes for the banners itself, obviously you're going to be asking yourself how many cubes, etc., are we going to be getting? Like if I do start now, well, so today we did just receive 3,000 cubes just for top grossing, because obviously, I mean, why wouldn't they? It's anniversary, it's JJK, it's super hype. On top of that, they have Gojo skin. Like, look at that, bro. Bro's dripped out. So we did get 3,000 cubes from top grossing. I believe there's roughly around a total of 15,400 cubes ish. So if you were to start right now just from like a collection and stuff like that, not even like considering doing events, etc. And then we also get 10 Gojo tickets. So the 10 Gojo tickets will allow you to pull for free on the Gojo banner if you are possibly trying to, like, let's say, reroll, for example. Usually when there is anniversary celebrations like this, we're just going to be referring to the half anniversary where we had 3 parts. So we had part 1, which was Teen Gojo, and then part 2 was Teen Ghetto, and then part 3 was Toji. So we can just assume that there's probably going to be another 3 parts as well for the anniversary itself, meaning there's a high possibility. Now, of course, a lot of people really want it to be Sukuna. I don't think it's going to be Sukuna, but it's very likely that it could be Sukuna as the 3rd part, which would be super, super hype. So starting right now is very good because you can have domain Gojo, and then you can start saving for Sukuna or building up everything that you get from your story to get Sukuna. Or you could absolutely just wait until Sukuna comes out and then, just re-roll and try to get all 3. But, it's just an example. Then on top of that, for the anniversary, we did manage to get a new event. Very easy event. So we have this one right here. It's not that hard. It's very simple. I think it's called Phantom Ship or something like that. And they give you a bunch of SR memories as well with the event and the actual celebration. And a lot of them are actually pretty good. They're not anything crazy, but they're definitely usable. And I think it's a very nice addition because then that gives the free-to-play players more options when they are selecting and branching out with their team building, right? Then on top of that, we do have a free multi every day on the standard banner, right? Excuse me, not this one. Where is it? So we have a free multi every day, and it has all the characters that have already been added into the standard pool. So characters like Hollow Purple Gojo, Domain Expansion Megami, Momo, etc. Right? There's a bunch of other characters, and like I said, you get a multi every day, and that's up to 10 days in total. So you'll get 100 summons in total overall. So you want to make sure that you're at least, if you're starting the game, you have to be starting before the 9th of December, right? Because then you'll have those 10 days to allocate all those summons, right? So if you're going to re-roll, make sure it's before the 9th of December. one reason that I'm making this video is just due to the fact that, like I said, people are curious and want to know if it's a good time to start JP. Naturally, it is a good time to start JP. Like, there's no question about it. There's one other thing that's also contributing to this, and that is essentially the people who are going to be looking through this video are mainly the ones who are playing global. And the ones who are playing global, well, considering the information that we received based on the sit down between all the content creators, the mods, etc., and all that, when we got our information, there's just a lot of uncertainties going on with global that we don't know how they're going to play out, considering they don't really have that much power in what they can change. Like, for example, obviously global is rushing a lot of things, and with global rushing a lot of the content, etc., just to actually filter out some of the things, it's like it's been a huge strain on the global side of the community, where people just don't feel like they have enough cubes. There's too much to do, like too much event wise, right? Like too much to use stamina on, which they did kind of fix, right, with the AP. But this doesn't fix the problem where, even though they're giving us AP to manage all the events that are being pushed out rapidly, they aren't giving us enough cubes to balance out the amount of characters that are coming out. Because as you know, every time they release an event, they release a character with the event, and that's just going to continue that way because they essentially are copying the coding from JP. So they're copying everything from JP. So whenever an event comes, a character will come, no matter what. So we're basically kind of getting fucked a little bit, but there's a lot of downsides on global so far. Not looking too good. Now, the game is definitely playable, and it's not like it's the end of the world, because I say this a lot, but the game is a casual side game. This goes for the JP side as well. It's still a casual side game. Like, don't expect to be like logged in all day and playing it all the time. It's not one of those games. A lot of people who are gacha gamers, a lot of the content creators as well, they kind of get fixated on the fact that they want to play the game all the time because they're trying to do content for it, right? The game is very bare bones. It's like one of those chill games that you just play on the side. It's kind of like when Dokkan first came out. Like, you would just log in, and then you would do like your little small events that we had, and then you do like your story or whatever, and then that's pretty much it. And it's the same way for as how Dokkan is currently, right? In Dokkan, you don't really have much to do. You just kind of wait until EZA comes out and a couple other things, and then that's it. And then once you're done with that, you basically just wait until the next event. Essentially, this is how that game is going to be, in that same manner. Now, of course, it feels a little bit more bare bones because this is their first year, and it's not like they added like a ton of content all at once. They're slowly building up and ramping up to it. I do hope they do manage to kind of put out more content on the JP side, so that way global can get access to that, because obviously it is a big strain on the global side, and people are starting to get a little bit irritated with the fact that there's nothing to do and not enough cubes to summon for the characters either. Now we're kind of done with global. I didn't want to talk too much about global, but I kind of did. But essentially, you kind of have to take everything on your own pace on JP. There's not really any rush for anything. You could just log in, do your stuff, all the events that are here. That's the only thing that you have to rush on, is the event. Make sure you do the anniversary event, all that stuff, the phantom ship, and you can kind of just take it chill, and you just pull the characters. You get Gojo and Yuji, like they will practically carry you through like 95% of the content. Like, the only content that you really won't be able to just push guaranteed all the time is going to be Tower, just because Tower has too many different variables, like type disadvantages, type advantages, etc., which do limit what characters you can and can't use. So like you can see right here, blue will be type advantage, but then everything else will be type disadvantage, which does make it more difficult for you to actually complete it. But overall, you could just start the game now. It's the anniversary. There's a bunch of rewards. There's OP characters out right now. They're limited. The memories that they give you from the events are free, and obviously, they're very good. They're not like crazy OP, but they're very strong. We're getting free multis every day, so you can get lucky and get domain expansion Megami, and then Hollow Purple Gojo, Momo. On top of that, you don't really have to worry about the rushing and any of that, because JP is already kind of a little bit more stable than global, and there really isn't any uncertainties, because obviously on the JP side they make a lot of money, and it's still going strong regardless, even if it kind of has like slightly same issues as global, minus the rushing of things. So yeah, anyways, on top of that, we are going to be getting Shibuya arc also in January, which is going to be hype as hell because you already know there's a lot of things that happen in the Shibuya arc, which is going to be hype as hell, and we're going to be getting hella characters like Mei Mei, Kenjaku, probably another Gojo, maybe even Jogo again. Sukuna, of course, there's definitely going to be another Sukuna. Maharaga, there's going to be so much shit that we're going to be getting there, and it's going to be crazy. Basically, the next entire year of 2025 is going to be insane. From I think literally the start of 2025 till the end of 2025, I believe, right? Because they have so many characters to release, and they have half anniversary. Then they're gonna have their second year anniversary, which is probably gonna be near the end of Shibuya arc, which is gonna be dropping crazy characters. Like they might be dropping another Yuji, Transfiguration Mahito or whatever it's called, and then even Sukuna, another one. So it's like who knows, bro? It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, anyways, JP's headed with a lot of brand new characters and hype things that are going to be coming out, and I can't wait to see who they're going to drop and how the characters play out. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, start JP now. If you want to start, there isn't a better time to start JP than right now. This is literally the best time to start. And yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.